how I got over, how I got over. My soul looks back and wonder how I got over. Either save me or kill me. Here's, interestingly enough, nobody out there knew the Sheik, of the
How
Sheiks.
fitting. Yeah.
They didn't. But it was horrifying in a way because it, you know, that was my identity. And it was no longer that, so I had to reinvent the wheel. And this is how I did it. In a sense, when I took the scarves off, my hair was about down to here. I didn't even notice it had grown like that because I would take a shower, just put it immediately up and, you know, go. And then I gave what is called myself a perm, but it's actually for blacks a relaxer. And then it went down to there. It was straightened. And I did a very black version of Veronica Lake, you dig, you know. With
Okay.
you know,
Yeah.
it was severe, you know. And I looked in the mirror, I went, Again, it was another milestone in my life where I said, that'll work,
Yeah.
you know. And I think my parents, I had nice hair, but I had just never straightened it.
Sure.
And so I was wearing designer suits with this severe look, you know.
Forced to be reckoned with.
Exactly. So everywhere I went, people noticed me, you know. And I started, and then I committed every fall part for, I would get into these parties or these clubs, these exclusive clubs, because of the way I looked and the way I was dressed and everything, but I was still relatively unknown, or they didn't connect the dots yet.
Right.
But guess what I do? That was back when you wore those big coats, you know, and stuff like that. Not coats, but, you know, jackets, the long ones and stuff. And I would sew pockets inside.
Yeah.
I'm giving away all my trade
I can
secrets.
tell. We're catching it.
Okay. And I would stick cassettes in the pockets. And I've never been a thief in my life, thank you, Jesus. But I would drop cassettes in the different stars' purses, or when they were coming out of the restroom, I'd say, listen to that. And they would see the look and everything, and they would say, well, you got to be something, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then that's how they started taking my songs.
By any means necessary.
Yeah, hey, you got to do what you got to do, you know?
That's great.
And so I'll never forget my first Hollywood party with the stars. I mean, the real stars, Barbra Streisand, you know, Robert De Niro and all those people, you know, that I was invited to by MCA. And so I went to Palm Beach Leather. I didn't have much money. I went to Palm Beach Leather and got the tightest leather outfit known to man. I mean, this thing was tight. Okay. And it was like a light cream leather with the kind of the stovepipe leather pants and the vest and the jacket. Yours truly didn't wear the jacket. I carried it, but I didn't wear a shirt. And that's back when I had a better figure. And I mean, and my hair was, you know.
Sure.
Well, my relatives down in Long Beach, which was 60 miles from LA, they naturally weren't invited, bless their hearts. So they said, you come down here and get dressed. We want to see you. You know, they wanted to share. So here's funny. I go in the bathroom. I do this whole thing, you know, for a couple hours. I come out expecting them to say, wow, you look great. And my late granny said, oh, honey. And she started every sentence, good or bad, with, oh, honey. She goes, how you get in them britches?
Right.
Do you powder up
You
and
got
jump off the
powder.
balcony
Yeah.
or something? I said, no. And she said, I expect I better get my needle and thread because you about to bust out them britches.
Oh, no.
Well, from this to, you know, they really were ego levelers, you know.
That's funny.
But I went to the party and I met everybody, you know. And it was a great night, but, you know, humility there have been those milestones where I've learned humility here
Sure.
and there when we need it, you know.
Hindsight's 2020.
I'm gonna love you like nobody's loved you. Come rain or come shine.